The best Netflix comedies. 1. Don't Look Up.
In the Oscar-nominated dark comedy, Don't Look Up, two astronomers warn of an impending comet extinction. Nobody's listening. Meryl Streep plays President Orlean, and Jonah Hill is her son and chief of staff. Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence play astronomers Randall and Kate. Rylance, Chalamet, Perry, Blanchett, and Perlman co-star. McKay directs.
2. Inside.
We focused on movies, not Netflix's many stand-up comedy specials. Inside is both a comedy special and a movie-like film. Inside, released during the coronavirus pandemic, is unique. It begins with hilarious songs about white women's Instagram profiles and FaceTiming with parents. Burnham soon addresses depression and internet discontent. Overall, the film is thought-provoking.
3. The Mitchells vs. the Machines.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, 21, Jump Street, The Lego Movie, Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, need we say more? Mike Rionda's animated movie has Phil Lord and Christopher Miller's stamp. The film follows the titular family of 4 as daughter Katie prepares for film school. Dad Rick sees an opportunity to mend their relationship by driving her, mom Linda, and brother Aaron cross-country to her dorm room. In the midst of the apocalyptic chaos, there's plenty that families can relate to, from dysfunctional arguments to screen time addiction to annoyingly perfect neighbors. Plus, a licensed product is used brilliantly, rivaling the Lego Movie. The Mitchells vs. the Machines benefits everyone.
4. Moxie.
Amy Poehler's second film is Moxie. Vivian, a shy 16-year-old, is fed up with her high school's sexist and toxic status quo and takes inspiration from her mother's rebellious past. She publishes a zine that sparks a school-wide coming-of-age revolution by condemning sexism and schoolboys' behavior. Moxie has plenty of jokes, but it's also a sweet story with an uplifting, modern message. Marcia Harden and Gregg from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. co-star.
5. Deidre and Amp. Lainey rob a train.
When Deidre and Lainey's mother, a frustrated box store worker, gets arrested, Deidre must feed them and their younger brother. These dire situations inspire the best caper comedies. This is the premise of Sidney Freeland and Shelby Farrell's warm comedy. Deidre's life is upended, making her usual schemes seem mundane. Now that her mind is free to explore more extraordinary circumstances, she decides to involve her sister in a plan to rob multiple trains. Sharp dialogue and a racially diverse cast make this a winning film. Netflix's recent foray into edgier teen content features Farrell's sweet and sharp one-liners.
6. Set It Up.
Set It Up, part of Netflix's comedy refresh, twists rom-com tropes. Zoe Deutsch and Glenn Powell play personal assistants to Lucy Liu and Taye Diggs. Due to their hectic schedules, the underpaid and overworked duo set up their bosses to get some time off. Set It Up is one of the best new romantic comedies. The plot may have similar beats, but it pushes the boundaries and breathes new life into the formula. Powell and Deutsch have ridiculous chemistry that's easy to love.
7. To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
To All the Boys I've Loved Before is a refreshing, light-hearted rom-com about Lara Jean Covey. Lara Jean's life changes when her 5 secret love letters reach their recipients after her sister leaves for college. Peter fakes a relationship with Lara Jean to annoy his ex and prove she doesn't like her sister's ex. Confused? You won't, but you'll love the John Hughes-like optimism. For a 2018 teen rom-com, it's light on tech. The kids use cell phones, but the central conceit is handwritten love letters. The rest of the movie's charm stems from this idea, making it a memorable rom-com.
8. The Edge of 17.
The Edge of 17 stars Hawkeye's Haley Steinfeld as Nadine, a high school student who struggles to get along with her mother and brother. Krista, her best friend, starts dating her annoying sibling, which ruins her life. Hayden Zeddo, Kyra Sedgwick, Blake Jenner, and Woody Harrelson co-star. Craig directs.
9. Bad Trip.
Eric Andre and Lil Rel Howery star as 2 best friends traveling from Florida to New York City so one can confess his love for his high school crush, while being chased by the other's criminal sister, whose car they've stolen for the trip. Like Andre's previous work, the movie features hidden cameras and surreal comedy and absurd situations. Funny and cringeworthy skits await.
10. Eurovision Song Contest. The Story of Fire Saga.
Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams play Icelandic songwriters called Fire Saga. They end up representing their country after an amusing early sequence wipes out the actual Iceland team. This hammy Eurovision parody is like an SNL skit. It avoids tedium by spreading comedy gold throughout the cast. Not only Ferrell's show. McAdams' deadpan delivery is amusing. Dan Stevens steals the movie as ostentatious Russian Alexander Lemtov, eager to sabotage and save the Fire Saga duo. This spoof is ridiculous, long, and responsible for too many memes.
11. Always Be My Maybe.
Fresh off the boat's Asian American trio stars in a refreshing love story. Ali Wong and Randall Park, the show's writer and star, play childhood sweethearts who reunite 15 years later. This Netflix original is surprisingly good because it's directed by Nanashka Khan, Fresh's showrunner. Despite its homey story, Always Be My Maybe avoids saccharine. Wong's character, Sasha, is a successful chef who returns to San Francisco to open a restaurant, while Park's Marcus has barely changed. Despite their disparate living situations, the pair reunites, and comedy ensues. Warmth comes from Sasha's Vietnamese background and Marcus' Korean-American family. There's a great A-list cameo, terrible rapping from Marcus' band, and Wong in top form.
12. Someone Great.
Someone Great seems like a cliché romantic comedy. Even the promotional materials say so. Three friends spend one last day in New York City, despite the film's vague title. Gina Rodriguez plays Jenny, a music journalist whose 9-year relationship with Nate ends the night before she leaves for a Rolling Stone job in California. DeWanda Wise and Brittany Snow skip work to help her get tickets to a show before she leaves. The film flits between the love story and the friendships, thankfully. Someone Great refers to Jenny's friends who help her through her hardest time and the person she never believes she is when she's beholden to Nate. Jenny's absence allows Wise and Snow's antics to shine.
13. Dolomite Is My Name.
Eddie Murphy's transition to family-friendly comedies didn't please his die-hard fans. When will his no-holds-barred past return? His comeback movie, Dolomite Is My Name, is great. It's not supposed to be as R-rated as Raw. Rudy Ray Moore is played by Eddie Murphy. His musical beginnings lead to his role as blaxploitation icon Dolomite. Murphy steals every scene in the title role, demonstrating his dramatic and comedic skills. Wesley Snipes, Titus Burgess, Craig Robinson, and Keegan-Michael Key slay.
14. The Fundamentals of Caring.
This buddy road trip movie based on Jonathan Evans's novel perfectly balances drama and comedy. Paul Rudd plays Ben, a failed writer whose life changes after his son's death. He becomes a caregiver and meets Trevor, a teen with muscular dystrophy who wants a road trip. The duo hit the road after convincing Trevor's mom to let them visit the world's deepest pit. Their trip's destination is irrelevant. Many gags and revelations involve Ben helping Trevor pee. Selena Gomez's achingly hip Doc joins the action with cheeky throwaway lines that add bite to this fun, heartwarming comedy.
15. Carrie Pilby.
Belle Powley delivers another compelling performance in Susan Johnson's underrated New York City dramedy. As the 19-year-old Harvard graduate Carrie, Powley is understandably bratty. Carrie's thespian abilities temper her precocity. She echoes Woody Allen's nervous Manhattanite nerds, but she's a likable protagonist who puts herself first. Carrie's therapist suggests a 5-point plan in the opening scene. Without friends, a partner, or interests, she needs to make new connections. So begins her journey to open herself up to a world she considers superior, with amusing results.
16. The 40-year-old version.
The 40-year-old version is Radha Blank's directorial debut. She plays Radha, whose biggest creative achievements are a decade old. She initially resists change but decides she can't continue as before. She seeks a home for her play while enlisting a local beat boy to help her rap. Blank's debut is more inclusive than some creative process films. Blank handles the universal theme of overcoming all odds with aplomb. The 40-year-old version is an authentic and painfully funny look at how we handle dissatisfaction later in life and the rewards we can reap by changing our circumstances.
17. The Lovebirds.
The Lovebirds stars Issa Rae and Kumail Nanjiani as two unlikely lovebirds. A car crash interrupts their breakup plans and leads to conspiracies and criminals. It's a comedy. The Lovebirds becomes pure farce after that climactic incident, flitting between hilarious set pieces designed to make you wince. The Eternals fans should also see the film. This is the perfect starting point for those looking to see Nanjiani's dramatic muscles in Marvel's cosmic caper. The Lovebirds, like many rom-coms, focuses on the leads' chemistry as their situation spirals out of control. A certain form of torture will surprise you. It cements Nanjiani as a key player in modern relationships. The Big Sick makes a great double feature. Netflix's best comedy.
18. The Prom.
The Prom, one of Ryan Murphy's many Netflix projects in recent years, is a Golden Globes-nominated musical extravaganza starring Meryl Streep and Nicole Kidman. Streep and James Corden play two Broadway stars in Hard Times who are perked up by Nicole Kidman's Angie and Andrew Rannells' unemployed actor Trent to revive a schoolgirl's prom night with her girlfriend. What follows is a glitzy, cheesier-than-cheese musical romp. Ryan Murphy makes the most of the larger budget with a series of showstoppers. It's an LGBTQ+ film full of optimism and belonging. You'll be singing and dancing by the end credits.
19. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
The Coen brothers give Old West short stories their signature style. In 6 stories, the American frontier serves as a backdrop for characters to reveal their truths about life in the West. These stories feature sharpshooters, bank robbers, and prospectors. Buster Scruggs is a winner because Coen fans' favorite film varies widely. It borrows from their entire career, linking the 6-part anthology through black comedy and compelling drama. Die for cast.
20. The Incredible Jessica James.
Casting helps this Netflix original embrace cliches and make them palatable. Jessica Williams plays Jessica James, a 20-something New Yorker heartbroken over Damon. Her scathing, take no prisoners shtick is a turnoff from the start. Boone. Chris O'Dowd reprises his bridesmaid's role as a recent dumped who befriends Jessica. This pair's shared heartache is a clever story device that unites them. Williams and O'Dowd have great chemistry and infectious humor.
Thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe for more videos.